Presenting part 2 of Young Leaders in SA with Phumlani Majozi. What's your take on our current financial status as South Africa?
Well, there are two ways you can look at it. You can look at it from the private perspective, which means that we are talking about you and me, just people who wake up in the morning and go to work. And then you also need to look at it in terms of government now. Right now, our government is running a budget deficit right now, which means that we are spending more than we receive in terms of taxes and all that. So I think the minister, he said 2 weeks back that he wants to cut it to 2 point something within the next 2 years or so. That is the budget deficit. And the government debt right now, which is the money we borrow from overseas, through bonds and all that, I think it's getting close to 50% now of our economy, gross domestic product. And that is a lot. We don't want to push it beyond that. It's already been rising since after 2008. From a private perspective, ordinary people, I just think that as well, there's so much debt. People are indebted in the country. People are taking credit. I was looking at another chart that was showing, I think they were graphing credit access or credit, people who have taken credit since 1994, and you can see that it's rising exponentially, and it's quite a steep graph in a way. It's quite rising fast. So I think I don't think we are in a position where we can say we are doing things all right. I think we are taking too much debt. We like to spend more than we have. So we really need to watch out for ourselves, not just government, but we as private citizens as well. Yeah.
And speaking of saving, how good are you with your savings? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being you're the best saver, 1 being you're the worst.
Hey, when I started working, I was the best saver. I remember I was saving 10,000 Rand a month. Can you believe it? When I started working.
And then what happened?
Well, that was when I was single. That was when I wasn't having a car. That was when I had just started my career professionally. So, I was just saving like that. I like saving, to be honest with you. I always try and save as much as I can. And invest wherever possible. So on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, I think I would say I'm a very good saver. I save a lot. I try and save as much as I can. So I can give more than a half, which is about 6.5 or so. I don't know, go beyond that. I don't think I'm,
All right, cool. So let's take it back. Growing up, did you have an allowance or did you have to work for your own entertainment fund? What was your situation?
Well, I wouldn't say there was no guaranteed allowance, basically. I think I had to... The thing is, I come from a family, or I grew up in a family where my parents were just, couldn't afford much, you see. So, but they gave me something, right? Whether it was at high school, whether it was at varsity and all that. They gave me something. But then when I was either during holidays or at varsity, I always, there were some basic jobs that you could do. I remember at the university there was, tutoring, so you could get small amount of money. On holidays as well, I would go there and have some summer job or so, or holiday job like that. And that helped me as well to have that pocket money or that money to use. So there was no guaranteed allowance coming from somewhere. My parents could give me what they could at that point in time, but much of it I also had to to work and do some basic jobs and get the money.
Stay tuned. We have more in store for you with Phumlani Majozi.